Hello, I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration explanation of the different Oxford University Press websites or platforms, online learning. Obviously, there's ebooks, there's online practice, and both of those, you may be familiar with those from Oxford Learners Bookshelf or from any of the individual um, platforms or learning management systems for English File, Headway, Wide Angle, or any of the primary or secondary courses. There is a new portal, I suppose, to both of these, for both of those different types of sites, called the Oxford English Hub, which is basically a new entryway into your all of your potential Oxford University Press online materials. So it's oxfordenglishhub.com, and it looks like this. And it gives you access from one place to all of the course material you can have as both a teacher and a student. Obviously, for you, it's a bit more interesting as a teacher. So you'll see for each course you have material for. When you click on it, you will see a link or a way to get to the Oxford Learners Bookshelf classroom presentation tool, and you'll also see if you have obviously entered a code for these materials, access to the online practice platform for whatever course you're using. And again, the online practice is the Teachers Resource Center with the downloadable, streamable audio, video, worksheets, assessment, anything teachers resource related, stored in one spot, as well as addition to the learning management system to help you follow along what your students are doing in their online practice. The student's book, depending on what course your student is using, the online practice is either in the student's book or in the workbook. So if you're using English File, Headway, Wide Angle, New Insight, Life Vision, or Beehive, the online practice comes with the student's book. And if you're using Bright Ideas, Learn With Us, Oxford Discover Futures, or Project Explore, the online practice comes then with the activity book. So today we're going to look at adult courses because I've done other videos on primary courses and secondary courses. So for example, English File, let's click on the elementary here. Here, like I said, we see everything I have for English File Elementary. I have access to the elementary classroom presentation tool for the student's book and elementary classroom presentation tool for the workbook, as well as the online practice. So if I click on the classroom presentation tool, I will go to the site or the platform that houses the digital books, basically the ebooks, in this case, the classroom presentation tools that have a lot more sort of fancy functionality than the ebooks to be able to present them more easily in the classroom, which we'll have a look at. Here we go. So we click on open and we go to the classroom presentation tool. Go to page over here to the left. We have the table of contents that we can go to and a way to click through to get to whatever file we're working on. We'll click on A Quiet Life, 5B. You can turn the pages like this, these arrows here on the side, up here as well. Everything is all clickable. It's interactive. So if I click on focus, I get these predefined squares. I click on the square and I can bring up the audio, the video here. And we can have the subtitles. We can show the answers one by one, focus, show answers, and then show them one by one. And of course, when there's audio, there's lots of audio. For English File, again, we click on the icon. Whoops, click on the wrong thing. There, and click on the audio. And the audio box comes up. You can slow it down, you can speed it up. You can have the listening, the text or the transcript. So these are the ebooks. You can click on Switch Books and go to the workbook as well if you've got it. Same thing, focus, show answers, reveal the answers one by one. So this is the book, print book on screen, made interactive. So everything is clickable. This is just as though you were holding the book in your hands. It's exactly the same material, but you've also got on your Oxford English Hub. If you've got a teacher's book, for example, a teacher's book will come with the teacher's digital pack, which will give you the classroom presentation tool and access to the online practice. So online practice, again, is there's a student version and a teacher's version. What I'm showing you here is the teacher's version. So you've got, and this goes on to English file for oxfordonlinepractice.com. So the ebooks are on Oxford Learner's bookshelf, and the online practice is on each title's individual online practice. However, you can get there all in one place from the hub, which is oxfordenglishhub.com. So what you see, what the student sees is this little middle bit, welcome to the class, practical English, etc. And there are several exercises for each file. So here we're on file 3A, written the good and the bad. I click on present simple. And there's some audio to help do the exercise. Access to the grammar bank as well. So we have handy grammar explanations. Audio, and they've tried to make this as interactive as possible. And listen. Okay, so this is a little bit again is what the student sees, their activities. Student, you have signed up to your into your class basically because you create a class on the site, and you can give them a code, or you can do it for them. You can follow along on the work that they do. So yes, to create a class, you can go here. You have to have access to the level to be able to do it. Or you can go to the Oxford English Hub, excuse me. Click on My Classes, create a class, enter the name of the class. And then the code that comes up is the code that you give to your student, excuse me, when they sign in. So here's the code. They'll enter that code when they enter their book code, when they set up their account to access their online practice, so that you can follow. So you can follow along in their work. So again, that's the same for English file. It's the same for Headway. This is level intermediate. And again, to follow your students, you have this graph. Once they've signed into your class, you can see their scores, the percentage of activities done, the amount of time they've been logged on for any student that signed up to your class. Voilà.